Mel Gibson tape number 3 has arrived for your downloading pleasure. I'm gonna say not as good as 2, but there's some good stuff in here.
Is he as boisterous, as loud, as angry?
Well, where did tape 2 end?
Wasn't the quality not as good on 3? Like, didn't it sound like it was taped differently?
Yeah, I think she got a little lazy with her taping or something. I don't know.
How happy do you think his ex-wife is?
Oh, extremely.
Oh my God! It's like
she's probably sitting there going, "Now the
he's
world
in
knows.
hell. The world knows he's an ass." Yeah.
Finally, the world knows that this romantic lead guy is actually a lunatic.
Do you think that
his
Mel?
Personal life.
You think his ex-wife had to deal with this?
Oh yeah, come on.
Yeah, he doesn't.
What do you think?
A guy doesn't just turn into this guy.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, his current broad there is a scumbag for taping him and then, you know, giving it to the world like she did. But, but what the hell?
She's just now. It's like the more of this I hear, I still love Mel, but it's like I think he did pop her in the mouth, and I think she probably did talk about it, and nobody was like, eh. And then she was like, well, fuck this. I'm not gonna just let this asshole do this, and she taped him. So they're both kind of dicks. She's horrible too.
If it wasn't for him, she'd be up on some fucking stage getting dollar bills shoved in her G-string.
Exactly. So we owe it to.
You know what? I say they get back together. They're perfect for each other.
Wow.
No.
That's insane.
Chick tapes you like this and humiliates you? Never. He'd bring it up for the next 300 years. You taped me.
You taped me. Blow me.
Let's get into the Mel Gibson tape. Number 3.
Don't hire to come there, okay? You get that message?
Well, I'll pay her myself. I found her. She's my dentist's ex-babysitter.
I've been paying her. That's my money that she gets paid with. I'm her employer, not you. You found her. I'm her employer.
Fine, but if I need to use her, I will use her.
Because I will not pay her if you bring her to your house. I will fire her, and I will do it fast.
Okay, then I'll pay her, because I need her. She's good.
No, you're paying her with my money. It doesn't matter what you give her. It's my fucking money.
He's just revving up, man. You know,
He is such an angry man.
He's kind of calm right here, though. He's under control.
You're Mel fucking Gibson. Why so angry?
Dude, the idea that this cunt is spending a nickel of his money is driving him batshit.
Batty, you think that's it?
He hates this fucking broad by this point.
But he's got money. And what is she spending money on? A babysitter?
Babysitter.
No, I think it was a no. She was my dentist housekeeper. It's a housekeeper.
Oh, okay.
They're beeping out the name. They're dropping out the name.
It's his house, obviously.
All right.
So what does he want? The place to be a pigsty? He hasn't mentioned one thing like you bought 20 cars in a fucking mansion and this, that. Like, I don't see one thing that she's doing that would drive him to get this angry. I don't see it.
He hates her.
Hates her.
Yeah. What did she do?
Well, let's hopefully find out here.
All
Tape
right.
number 3.
You understand? You don't have your own money. You're only using my money. Okay?
You made me moneyless. I used to have $100,000 a year when you met me. You took me. You possessed me. Everything I am, you owe me with my liver and my kidneys and my thoughts and my soul. Everything. My career or whatever it is. Pathetic career. Whatever it is yours. You control me like marionette. I don't belong to myself, only to you. I can't do anything and I walk on the eggshells always with you.
That's because you...
Did she write that out ahead of time?
I hate the way they leave words out.
I
walk on the eggshell. I am like marionette. You're like a marionette. Use all the letters, dummy. Fucking country where they put backwards R's.
Exactly.
Stupid.
Great toy stores.
Boo!
Yeah. All of a sudden, Jeffrey the giraffe comes over. He's like, "Who's this? Who's this chipper?"
Always with you.
That's because you're a fucking using whore. Now.
Okay, all right. Well, he explained it to her.
Does he go now? Did he just say now?
Now, that's because she asked a question, he gave an answer.
Let's go backwards.
Only to you. I can't do anything and I walk on the eggshells always with you.
That's because you're a fucking using whore. Now, I warn you, do not use at your house. I have warned you, she will be fired if she goes money that's not mine. Okay?
No, I'm using A, B.
She's fired. Do you understand that?
Fine. She's
I will
fired.
fire her because I won't pay her.
Okay, don't pay her.
And I will fire her.
That's okay.
Only works at my house.
Well, she has nothing to do with your house. Baby's here.
Oh.
The baby should be here and she should work at my house.
Baby is where I am.
Oh.
You're insane.
I'd be there for long. I will fire her if she is at your house. I will make it known and fire her.
Fine.
I'll report her to the fucking people that take fucking money from the wetbacks, okay?
Let's see. What are we up to with Mel?
Wetbacks, niggers,
Right.
Jews.
Kike.
Did he say kike?
I think he did say kike in the cop car, and then he called the cop sugar tits.
Sugar tits.
Yeah.
Well, that's got to be a compliment. No?
God, I want to hang out with Mel.
He just cannot control himself. Oh, how do these people get stuck getting recorded like that?
It's hard on the phone. Can I say this for the record? Maybe one of us was in the car last night with their girlfriends having a screaming match.
Really?
I see how you can get this angry.
Why were you fighting?
Just nonsense. It's never anything
You
serious.
guys got a lot of nonsense that you fight over.
It's always nonsense.
What was it about?
I'd rather not say.
Okay, fair enough.
Only because it was of a personal nature and not mine.
Was a wetback involved?
Yes, I caught her fucking a wetback on my kitchen table when I had specifically asked her to order Chinese food. And she said, "Oh, I thought you said fucking immigrant." I'm like, "You're always misunderstanding me."
That's a big misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Standing. All right.
But it was a stupid thing.
Yeah.
And it always is, dude. It's like these fights that get this, and it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
But when we all of a sudden yelling, it's like when you feel like you're not being heard. It's fucking frustrating.
What? I wasn't listening.
You know what?
What?
I was doing and I'll tell you what started it. I was doing an interview yesterday for Esquire magazine. They called me about happy.
Esquire?
Yeah, Harper's Bazaar. They wanted to know because I wrote happy endings. So they'd emailed me and said, "Look, the reporter said I'd like to talk to you about." She's doing something on massages, and she asked me about how many massages have you gotten, and what are some of the key words when you're going to try to get.
It's over the Al Gore thing, obviously.
I'm assuming it is.
They're doing a big.
You're probably right.
Expose.
And I even told her I've used that language. That's why I believe in masseuse. So whatever we were talking about it, she asked me to estimate how many massages I've had, how many were legit, how many real masseuses did I ever get to jerk me off. Not in that language. So whatever, I told her. I'm talking to my girlfriend about it. I'm like, yeah, because she knows my history. She doesn't care. But I told her, I'm like, yeah, I told her what the estimate of legitimate massages I've gotten, where I've gotten hand jobs. And she's like, wait a minute, that's not what you told me. That many times, girls? I'm like, yeah, but I did tell you that. And she's like, no, you didn't. Because she knows I still get massages, but she knows I get them with dot. And she knows the people I'm getting them from, honestly, are 100% legit. So whatever, it was like in this whole, and I knew how to explain it to her different, but I was so angry that she had questioned me. And I'm like, and I'm like, no, maybe I just estimated it wrong. And she's like, well, you have to say that now. So it was like, started that shit.
Oh, boy.
It's like, but you're saying I'm lying, and I really wasn't. And it was like that dumb moment. Fucking 8 blocks later, we were just yelling at each other,
Screaming.
Like, yeah, but it's like that's how that shit starts. We're one person where I'm like, maybe I did estimate incorrectly. Blah, blah, blah. And she thinks I'm lying. It's like that fucking moment. I was like,
did you bring other shit into the argument?
It's like we both carry we carry bags of other shit simply to pull out. Of course. Like, what good is fighting without other shit?
Shit just comes flying out of
How do we get here?
Exactly.
Yes.
Back to the Mel Gibson tape.
And fire her.
Fine.
I'll report her to the fucking people that take fucking money from the wetbacks, okay?
Mel, you can't just take a woman who gives you a child, who gives you the entire life. You drag her through God knows what bad press. I've never had a bad word said about me in my entire life. And then, you telling me...
Does he say, hey, cunt?
Hey, cunt.
I didn't... Oh, I love him.
He is a pisser.
Hey,
He's like, let me interject here. Hey, cunt.
Hey, cunt. He's pacing. He probably has white shit in the corner of his mouth.
Oh, is he angry?
She premeditated this whole thing.
Oh, sure.
She's got like bullet points and all sorts of stuff on paper in front of her.
She knows what buttons to press.
It almost sounds like she has a writer for this.
Yeah, how to make him sound like a stark raving madman. Which, I mean, I'm sure he does a great job by himself.
Yeah.
But she knows he's being recorded. She's the one doing it. So, of course, she wants him to sound crazy.
Who gives you the entire life. You drag her through God knows what bad press. I've never had a bad word said about me in my entire life. And then you telling me that you take away whatever pennies that you just given to me. I don't have anything because I've given you my life 3 years now.
I gave you everything. Don't you dare fucking complain to me. I fucking hear you. You don't fucking count. You're a fucking using whore.
What did I use you for? I've given you everything I had.
Fucking thing.
I've given you everything. I've been your woman. I've given your child. What the fuck are you talking about?
Bitch, that's all. You would have done it for any fucking You probably fucked.
Wow.
I know you did. That fucking yes.
I swear in front of God I never have.
Fucking ugly man. You don't give a fuck so long as they pay your fucking rent.
I am not the whore, and I'm not the bitch, and I'm not the cunt, and I'm not the user, and I'm
Wait,
not
Carl,
the
did he
thief.
say "are so"?
Are so.
Did he say that in the back when she said "I'm not a whore"? Did he? I could be wrong, but did he yell "are so"?
Are so.
Fucking rent.
I am not the whore, and I'm not the bitch, and I'm not the cunt, and I'm not the user.
Yeah, this Mel Gibson's great. Come on, this is a gag, right?
It's just so
This is a
unbelievable.
fucking gag.
Is he drunk, Jimmy, you think?
I don't know, dude. It's like I don't know what time of day the
Doesn't
phone
sound
calls.
like he's drunk.
To me, he sounds like he also sounds like a rageaholic. Like he's one of those guys
yeah.
who anger feeds itself. Like, and I am very guilty of it. It's like you get that. It's a high. It becomes a high.
Wow, really?
And I say horrendous things when I'm mad. Like I really, but it's like when I'm fighting, I don't feel like a lot of times I'm hurting the person. Like I really feel like it's a movie that I'm in, and I come down, and a lot of times I feel very guilty about the things I've said. Like. But they're not connected to me. So I could see how a guy could say this stuff and literally be disconnected from it. And I'm not saying it's right, but I can absolutely see how you could be horrible and feel disconnected from it.
Wow.
I know going through my divorce, I felt anger exactly like this. Exactly like this. But I wasn't able to get on a phone and blurt it out like this, or even get in person and get in someone's face, in her face or anyone's face, and start yelling like this. So the most I would do is, as I'm driving, just scream at the top of my lungs at my windshield as I'm driving home from the court. But to actually be on the phone or face to face with someone like this, that kind of anger is like.
There's a lot of people out there that could relate to this.
Jesus, it's crazy.
You could absolutely relate to this.
Yeah, I would 100%.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
I don't know what this is about, though. I don't know what was the incident that got Mel so enraged.
He won't come clean. He says she's a user.
All right, but she did something that set him off. What was that?
I don't think it's one
that
thing.
Ugly man.
I don't think it's one thing. I think it's one of those things in a relationship where everything... It gets jumbled on top of each other. Yeah, but then you but that time and you had those guys.
He didn't say the tits. He didn't like her fake tits. He didn't like the way she said like a whore.
Maybe she said, "Are they even married? I don't even know."
No,
maybe she said, she's leaving him. Something happened.
Yeah.
That got this ball rolling, is what I'm saying.
He's just pissed at every penny she's spending, even if he's got $1 billion. He doesn't want her spending $10.
Because he hates her.
Because he fucking hates her.
Yeah, he has the money. He could care less
that's what
about the actual
comes down
money.
to.
And he's tied into this bitch forever. I have fucked girls before. But this is a relationship, so it's different. But even relationships where it's like, thank God I did not knock that pig up.
Please.
Thank God I am not tied into that piece of shit with a kid.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure Mel has had them too, but this one he's tied into. Forever.
I am not the whore, and I'm not the bitch, and I'm not the cunt, and I'm not the user, and I'm not the thief, and all those words, and I'm not a liar. All this lies. All this lies. I am not a whore, or cunt, or thief, or prostitute, or anything that you call me. I'm not a user, not a gold digger. I don't have any money and no property assigned to me. That's a gold digger for you? Are you insane? Yes, you are, of course. We can hear that because you're screaming. Don't call me bitch. Don't call me. You have no right. I don't have a penny to me. What kind of gold digging whore is this?
Oh, God, crying, poor mouth. You could go through money like a fucking whore. You want the fucking dress. You want the tickets. You want the fucking equipment. Funny how it went from 33 to 33.
Mel, the equipment is instead of payment. If you hire any composer, you'll have to pay $200,000 plus.
Okay,
hey, what's going on?
Okay, now at least we're getting some headway here.
What's going on?
She has this
music answers.
She has this music career that Mel apparently doesn't really think is very good. I think he said it in a past tape that she's about a piece of shit. And it apparently is.
Wait. What'd you say?
I think Mel doesn't like her music career. Is this her?
Oh, yeah, it is. This is Say My Name.
Say my name? Cunt.
Or so.
Oh, okay. First note is bad.
Wow, the first note. That's no Mariah Carey right there.
And Mel is footing the bill for composers and instruments and everything. So that's what he's pissed at.
But I think this, I'll say this. I remember we were looking at her ass and she was like a Russian singer or something when he first met her. Mel is a fucking guy who probably said to her, look, I'll bankroll your career. Because he's Mel Gibson. Like, this is a couple $100,000, a lot of money. But to Mel Gibson, to bankroll, it's probably a write-off.
No. He's getting that Braveheart money still. Are you kidding?
Calling my name.
Cut!
Wow, is she
I don't know that.
terrible.
You are dishonest cunt.
I see.
Oh,
I
okay.
see remix.
All right, let me try
I think D-Boy
D-Boy should take this and
I think-
do something with it.
I think this next song should drop like one of his long tapered logs.
Mother,
Calling my name.
Calling my name.
You are dishonest cunt.
When I was half away, the birds and the leaves have joined October gray. But cold todays are coming.
she's horrible.
She is really bad.
Exactly.
And she's got, like, real people behind her.
Oh, and Mel just looks at his fucking statements and sees like 12,000 because she started talking like, well, that's for an arranger.
Right.
Like she's fucking paying for guys to write arrangements and
Who does she sound like? She sounds like a tranny.
it's
I
like
think.
fucking Yoko.
a little,
Sounds like
a little Michael
shite.
Jackson in there. Like
Really?
manly, like, you know what I mean?
The music is not bad itself, but the,
Well, she's paid a lot of money for that.
This way, now I'll have to walk a few more miles before you say my name.
I think she's trying to be Bjork.
My name again. My name
Wow.
again.
her name should be Mariah Can't Carry a Note.
Beggars
Little,
and kids.
little airy, that
Yeah.
voice.
Shitty Houston.
Tied to what they're worth, unreachable day.
12,000 for a toodly-doo player, you cunt! You fucking cunt!
Was destined to
Doodly-doo
I'll
player.
have to walk a few more miles before you say my name.
Go, funny. It looks stupid. See if I give a fuck.
Or so. It's my new favorite moment.
That's great.
I am not a whore. Or so.
Do too.
That's how mad he is. He's
Or
Mel
so.
Gibson.
Yeah.
Is that the end of the tape?
No, we got more.
Oh, okay.
We're done with the dumb song now.
You think she's good? She stinks. Wow.
That pussy must be great.
Oh, that Russian pussy.
What did Mel Gibson get himself into?
She milked that fucking Australian seed.
Is that yours, Danny?
Lady Caca.
Lady Caca.
That's Lady
shit.
Caca. That is.
Oh, she's terrible.
Back to the tape.
Rosie, you'll have to pay 200,000 plus.
I don't have to. I can do it for nothing. I don't need you, and I don't want you doing it. I don't think you can do it. All right? That's
Fine.
how little I think of your fucking talent.
Yeah, well, it's clear now.
He's right on that one.
He is right on that. That
That
was
I don't think you
horrible.
can do it.
That's how little I think of you.
He's so
wait,
like,
you know what? You know-
He sounds like, listen to his cadence. In that, he sounds like fucking Jack Torrance. He sounds like Nicholson when he goes,
Oh, wow.
when do you think maybe we should take Danny to a doctor?
To a doctor.
That's how little I think of your talent.
Maybe soon as possible.
I get out the tub, I kiss you. You had sores on your back.
Well, let's give her a chance. There's a second song.
Had to pay for new Danny T-shirt and sweatshirt was ripped.
Yeah, Apollo sweatshirt.
Sweatshirt was ripped. I'm not paying for it.
I hope you get raped by a gang of nigger cooks. And don't you dare have Lloyd come over and mix you drinks, because I'm not paying him.
You whore, you fucked Lloyd, didn't you? You whore.
Right on.
Yeah.
We have a second song by her.
Oh, second song.
So we'll give it a
the
little
B-side.
Well, let's listen to this one too. Maybe we picked the wrong
Yeah,
song.
This one might be better.
Beautiful Heartache.
Beautiful. She walking.
Scary.
It's like church music.
Horror movie.
I want to be pushing my ass up to him. Like I want to get my glutes rubbed to this. This is where the fingers brush your asshole, quote unquote, accidentally. Oops.
I think it's more of a horror movie than massage music.
Mel's just seeing money go down a drain. When he hears this, he just pictures cash going out the window.
Yeah. Oh, this is Lethal Weapon residuals.
Yeah.
It's a hell of an arrangement for a shitty voice.
There are no lies I wouldn't tell, no possessions I wouldn't sell, no chains I wouldn't wear, no cross.
What the fuck would you do with this?
It's your turn up at the pole.
There are no storms I wouldn't brave, no addictions I wouldn't crave.
Kurt loves calling it beautiful earache.
Wow. Sounds like that fucking soundtrack for a Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
Like Kill Bill soundtrack.
All right, enough.
Yeah.
That
Ah,
sucks.
it's some
Let's
bad
get back to
shit.
the tape.
I think Anthony was playing that in the bathroom before. Piddle, piddle, ploop. That's what her voice sounds like. That sounds like fucking a fiery salsa shit. Hey, salmonella shit voice. That's what her voice sounds like, a salmonella dump. A fucking wet salmonella shit. She is an atrocity.
How the fuck could you play that?
She stinks on ice.
Horrible. Back to the tape.
Of your fucking talent.
Yeah, well, it's clear now. It's all coming out now.
It's all fucking true.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you're a fucking whore.
I think you just, all you want to do is just shove me in a hole and sit me at home. So much for your promise, I want to let you fly. This is such bullshit. It's such arrogant bullshit. You never meant to do that.
Now, cunt.
What'd he say? I'm letting
hear
you
it.
fly now, cunt. Oh, his comebacks are fucking wonderful. I just wanted to yell at me.
Exactly.
Oh, Matt A in Iowa, bravo. Jessica Rabbit. There's a Jessica Rabbit thing going on with her music.
Yeah.
You know what you could tell?
Good job.
You know what you can tell went on at some point during their relationship? He was probably lovingly holding her as they were making love, and he's talking about helping her with her career. And she's like, I don't know, I have to, it takes so much work. And he's like, baby, I just want to let you fly.
Ugh.
Oh, that's so wonderful. And now, God, you gotta let you fly now.
No, she probably said, like, this was probably one where here's what was happening. This is what I think was happening. Mel, they had fooled around a little bit, but she was worried about getting in a relationship because she didn't want to be cooped up. And she's kissing Mel's neck, and I'll bet you he had, I'm going to guess, like tan khaki pants, and they were around his ankles. I can picture him sitting on the sofa with his ankles together and his knees wide apart. Like, you sit with pants on, and your dick and balls are just way out there, and he's trying to guide her fucking communist mouth onto his dick. And she's like, I don't want to be cooped up. And he's like, no, babe, you'll never be cooped up. I'll let you fly.
And then she went,
I'll let you fly.
As in, pull down my fly.
Yes.
I'll let you fly.
And then she sucked his fucking apocalypto-directed cock as she should have, and she licked his Mad Max balls.
Oh yes,
Fucking no talent chick.
Holy shit.
Such arrogant bullshit. You never meant to do that.
Fly away!
I'm letting you fly now, cunt. Fly away. He's a comic. The guy's hysterical.
Tape number 3 started off a little slow, but man,
This guy's great.
it's getting way better now.
Bullshit. You never meant to do that. What? What?
I gave you every fucking opportunity.
And I've done extremely well. But nobody asked you to spend so much money on the videos and everything.
Oh.
And why do you count my food out of my mouth? Why do you do that? I live with you. I gave you a baby. We're together. And you counting that and summing it all up? And why do you not separate those two? If you count the food in my mouth, why don't you separate it? And how about you giving me money and I'm feeding you and going shopping all the time and buying you extravagant presents?
Talking about you fucking ignorant bitch. I don't understand you. You're saying stupid shit. How dare you fucking even insult me with some of the stupid reasoning you have. Your logic sucks because you're a fucking mentally deprived idiot.
When do you think maybe we should take Daddy to a doctor? He's fucking Nicholson in The Shining.
Crazy.
And whenever you hear me type
He
it.
should be taken to a doctor. When do you think maybe he should be taken to a doctor?
It's so
As soon as possible. As soon as possible.
That's exactly what he's doing.
That's whenever you hear me typing, or whatever the fuck you hear me doing, you ignorant cunt. It means I'm working and stay away.
Not going to pay for any more instruments. Not going to pay for pianos or airy produced vocals. I'm just going to bash your fucking head in. Bash it right the fuck in.
I love when he goes, Nicholas goes, I'm going to bash your brains in, and his hands go out,
Yeah.
bash him right the fuck
the
in.
fuck in.
He's almost lighthearted about it.
Yeah.
Because you're a fucking mentally deprived idiot. You can't even fucking figure out.
I have to go to the baby.
I have fucking avocado on me. If Grady can't get this shit off, you cunt, I can't go back to the fucking goose soiree.
Per second. Okay.
Let's talk.
Nicholson is sitting down at the typewriter after looking through his awful novel, which is the same thing over and over.
What do
Great
you want
movie.
to talk about?
What a terrible book.
What do you want to talk about? She's got a bat.
Oh, she's scared.
I can't really remember.
You can't remember.
No. I can't.
This is so much like him.
Danny's awful with the sweater.
Danny? Maybe it was about him. I think we should discuss.
Yeah, all right. That's
Yeah, we get the whole fucking...
I know. That's
watch the
Yeah,
whole
we're
movie.
starting with the opening credits.
That music is
wait.
fucking chilling to start off The Shining.
Try right here. I think.
Right here, yeah.
Yelling at her.
Very definite ideas about what should be done with Danny, and I'd like to know what they are.
Well, I think maybe he should be taken to a doctor.
You think maybe he should be taken to a doctor? When do you think maybe he should be taken to a doctor?
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible. You believe his health might be at stake.
Yes.
You are concerned about him.
Yes.
And are you concerned about me?
Of course I am.
Of course you are. Ever thought about my responsibilities?
Oh, Dick, what are you talking about?
Have you ever had a single moment's thought about my responsibilities? Have you ever thought for a single solitary moment about my responsibilities to my employers?
That sounds
Has it
just
ever
like
occurred to you that I have agreed to look after the Overlook Hotel until May the 1st? Does it matter to you at all that the owners have placed their complete confidence and trust in me and that I have signed a letter of agreement, a contract, in which I have accepted that responsibility?
I see.
You have the
I see
slightest
mashup.
idea what a moral and ethical
Definitely.
principle is, do you? Has it ever occurred to you what would happen to my future if I were to fail to live up to my responsibilities? Has it ever occurred to you? Has it?
Stay away from me.
This would be actually a very valid point if he wasn't trying to kill his wife.
I'm very confused.
I'm very confused.
I just needed to
Outfit is
think things
great.
over.
Yeah.
You've had your whole fucking life to think things over. What good's a few minutes more gonna do you now?
Stay away from me.
Windshield.
Please. Don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Stay away from me.
Wendy,
Stay away.
darling, light of my life, I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence.
No.
I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in.
He's so happy with himself.
He's gonna bash him right the fuck in.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
And he smacks,
Well, that's so-
smacks him in the head.
And then he goes,
That
give me
is-
the bat, Wendy. Like, why would she give you the bat?
That is so
That's Mel Gibson.
fucking Mel Gibson. That speech, the whole walking up the
cadence.
stairs thing, the
whole
cadence
thing.
is great.
Here's the end of the tape. 20 seconds left.
Fucking figure out.
I have to go to the
There's
baby.
a gas money instead of a credit card. Don't you get it?
Goodbye, Mel. Baby's crying. I have to go.
You look after my child.
And she's my child, too.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, you cunt whore. I hope she doesn't turn out like you.
He just had to hang up on her.
And that concludes tape number 3.
Fantastic.
I'm sure there'll be tape number 4 today.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
What a fucking classic he is.
I hope she has volumes of these.
All you have to do is put the Shining music behind this. That's all. It's easy.
And then have her just with her little...
Yeah, throw a little of that in.
Yeah, throw a little of that in there. It's fucking perfect.
All right. Well, why don't we play our second Mel Gibson remix?
Oh,
Game on, by the way. We're looking forward to other remixes coming in the coming days. You take the
That's
audio
right.
and do something with it, like D-Boy did. He took Mel Gibson and a little Terry Schiavo and came up with this.
Stay on this phone and don't hang up on me. I have plenty of energy to drive over there. You understand me? You need a fucking bat in the side of the head. Alright? How about that? You need a fucking doctor. You need a fucking brain transplant. You need a fucking soul. What? What? free now. I'm threatening I'll put you in a fucking rose garden, you cunt. You understand that? Because I'm capable of it. You understand that, bitch?
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus, Sirius XM.
Kelly from Philly held through the break. Just really fast, because we just did the Mel Gibson tapes. Tape number 3. I'm sure there's going to be a tape number 4 in the next day or so. What do you got, Kelly?
Oh, I was just, when I was listening to these last night with my husband, I turned and looked at him and I said, this is one of our conversations.
Oh.
We talk exactly, well, he talks exactly the same way, but only when somebody's listening am I talking like her. Otherwise, I'm going, you fucking dickhead, you douchebag, you're such a loser. You know, it's not as calm as she's acting.
Yeah, that's why I said this is premeditated. It's obviously premeditated on her part, because you're right. She'd be yelling and screaming back. She wouldn't be taking...
She's way too calm.
Yeah, way too calm. She wouldn't be taking half that shit.
Yeah, she's trying to make him sound like the lunatic and her sound like the sane person. And
yeah, she knew exactly what she was doing.
She wound him up.
And she had bullet points and everything. You could tell. She has stuff in front of her that she wants to get out. It's all written down. It sounds at times that she's reading a statement or something.
No, I completely agree, because I've done the exact same thing. If he called me when somebody else was listening, I'd be saying the same thing. It's being condescending and getting him to just flip out at me further. And, you know, it's just, if she gets so much money for this, then I guess maybe I should sue, too.
Right on. All right, Kelly. Good job.
All right, talk to you later.
All right,
Bye.
good observation, yes. Do you want to move on, or you want to talk to Eddie in St. Louis?
What does Eddie have?
You know Eddie, the sports guy. Eddie, you got to make it fast, because we're going to move on to catching the criminal, the Q104 criminal.
Yes.
What do you got, Eddie?
I really don't have any sports stuff to talk about. I just thought the Mel Gibson tapes were very entertaining, but he's not exactly relevant anymore, so it just doesn't seem like he's a big deal.
What do you mean? This is like some of the best audio shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, even if it was some plumber from fucking Staten Island, this would be great to listen
It's
to.
just an angry guy yelling at his bitch.
Second of all, Mel Gibson had a hell of a career.
Yeah.
And he put out that what is it called again?
Apocalypto.
Right, that was only a couple years back, so he's still relevant, Eddie.
Right, absolutely. No, I mean, I just, I kind of just consider him mentally deranged, so it really doesn't surprise me.
And then he put out that goddamn Jesus movie, too.
That's right.
The Passion of the Christ.
Yep.
Which now you kind of get where his mindset was.
There was a line
Jesus taking that abuse.
No kidding.
Wow.
There was a line that they took out of that, too, because Jews were pissed off about it.
What was it?
I don't know. Somebody may know, but it was something about where he was blaming Jews.
Yeah, and they were being portrayed as like the...
One of the Sanhedrin said his blood is on our hands. That's what he took out of the movie.
Okay.
Wow, Eddie, Jesus.
He's just a fucking major league Jew hater. I mean, growing up with that old man, it's not really a shock. I mean, you heard about his next picture, right?
No.
Auschwitz the musical. No.
What's his next movie?
The phone cut out, dude.
Oh, I said Auschwitz.
Oh, we heard you.
You did not fall for that.
You got me.